Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, guys. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the live. People saying there's gonna be some retaliation, man, and we're just gonna have some talking this afternoon. And we saw the documentary and all of that, but I have a record where we have Gene Deal, people. Gene Deal. We always know Gene Deal. Gene Deal is always in the mix of these things, guys. We know me, Gene Deal, went on the Art of Dialogue podcast, and also the voice record that I taken will share with you guys is from the Art of Dialogue podcast. So you know what I mean. Welcome to the live, guys. Wait for some people to come in this afternoon, man. We welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. You know what I mean. And it's Sunday, and I always share my thoughts on certain things, what's going on in our community that affect us. And this right here, man, you know what I mean? We know P. Diddy's serving time and 50 Cent come up with a documentary. And man, listen, I have a voice recorder that I'm gonna share with you guys. It's from Gene Deal, man. And it's always Gene Deal, Jagger, right? They're always into these controversy or conspiracy or whatever it is, man, what they witnessed over the years. And we're gonna speak about that this afternoon because I believe it's something that most likely will affect like who gonna replace P Diddy in that type of level, that who gonna be the next person that to come up and be the next P Diddy or above that. You know what I mean? These are the things that I believe that sooner or later, next couple, I mean, going to the new year, it's gonna be a lot of things, man. It's gonna be a lot of things that's coming in it, guys. But we want for some people to come into the live this afternoon. What do you guys think? Leave your comment. You know what I mean? What do you guys do? You think what 50 Cent is doing in documentary? I have a voice recorder with me Gene Deal speaking about some I don't know, man. I don't. Well, it's like a warning message to 50 Cent because Rock Nation. Then you have Desiree, what's her name? Desiree Perez. She also, you know, man, there's a lot of talking, man. There's a lot of things, people, what are the retaliation? P. Diddy going to jail. Who's next on the list? People saying Jay-Z. Listen, people, I'm not getting to the rumor thing. This platform is not about a rumor. I want to, speak about this on a different perspective, man, because we have all these people that's involved, man. All of these people that you see here. Let me move myself out the picture. Let me remove myself. Let me remove myself out this picture. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the live, guy. Press like, share. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Enzo, good morning. Good afternoon. Where you from? Press the like button. Share the video, guys. Appreciate you. All of these people that you see here, I didn't put P. Diddy in there because we know you have Jay-Z, you have 50 Cent, you have Gene Deal, and you have Desiree Perez, Rock Nation. And let me share the voice recorder so you guys know what I'm talking about for the people's in the chat. Let me share it right now. Then leave your comment, and this is Gene Deal on the Art of Dialogue podcast. And I'm just going to share just maybe what 29 seconds or whatever. I'm not sure how much it is, but 30 seconds voice recorder. All right. Shake your fan. I want to get your take on this. Big brother G. Tell Fifth that John ruined his first baby mama started following each other on IG an hour ago.
Prepare for the worst. Jay-Z, Ja Rule, Rock Nation, Desiree Perez are out to get him out of the pain. Alert. Yeah.
Wow. Alert. So Gene Deal, I guess this message, telling 50 Cent be on your, you know what I mean? Man, it's gonna get dangerous, man. I believe, you know, I don't know, man. I believe it's gonna get very dangerous for these people that playing these games. You know what I mean? People are playing games, people are playing with people's lives. I'm not saying the documentary, you know, but the documentary, I just think it was one-sided, guys. You know what I mean? And that's my personal opinion. Yeah, there's a lot of people say, yeah, there's a lot of facts. Yeah, there's a lot of things to it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of facts to it. Yeah, but it's a documentary, man. But is it a real documentary? Is it something coming from an equal point of view? No. I believe there is narrative, there's one-sided. And now with this message telling 50 Cent, listen, man, Ja Rule, this one, blah, blah, blah. Now they're following each other on Instagram. So are they planning something? Or listen, listen, man, 50 Cent is playing a very dangerous game. Why? Because there are a lot of people that are involved in this circle, especially in this entertainment world. Guys, can I have a like on the video, guys? Press the like button, guys. Appreciate it. Give me a like on the video. And you know what I mean? But we gotta look. You know what I mean? I don't want to come on here and gossip. It's not a gossip, but what I'm saying is this. Thank you. What I'm saying is this. We have all of these people decide to take sides. Either you're on the documentary side or you're against it. I'm for the truth because I know the documentary didn't say all the truth about 50 Cent or Diddy or future documentary about Jay-Z because I heard that's in the wing as well. That's in the we call it in the in the rumors. But you know, 50 Cent went on the record and said he have more video, audio. Wow, of what? Of who? See, these are the, see, he's being paid because he's making money off of this, or being paid, or whatever it is, he's making money. I don't want to say he's being paid because I did a video before and I show you the trail of 50 Cent who own Netflix, Vanguard, all the people behind it, the power people, the money investor that who invest in everything. Their hand is in everything. Vanguard hand is in everything. Those are the people that's been in Netflix for years. They run investment. They the one that run this thing. But those are the people that 50 Cent with. Those are the money people. Those are the listen, like I said before, giving 50 Cent or P. Diddy $60 million there is nothing to compare what these people making off of the $60 million off of you. They're probably making triple. Okay? You making 60, they're making 120 million or 200. It goes on and on. And when you look at it, what is the number one ingredients behind it? What is the number one? See, we come on here, we like the drama in our community. We like the drama. We like all of that. We like everything. We like the drama. We like the negativity. People get views. People get likes. Yeah, yeah. People like it. But what I'm saying is, what are the consequences to our action, to these action and behaviors? Do you think those vibes just going to go unchecked in the universe? Someone that those vibes not going to come back. So I'm not saying what 50 Cent is doing, but what I'm saying is we all know in that industry. I'm not saying everyone is innocent or guilty, but we know a lot of people seen things, a lot of people know things, and a lot of people did things. So I believe the reason why a lot of people didn't came out in this overall case because it's all connected. P Diddy going to, Cassie going to jail now for documentaries, all connected, right? It's all connected. But what I'm saying is, where are they going with this? Where else? Who else they're gonna? Who else they going to make an example of, or trying to, not say trying to, or put you in your place because you didn't want to stay in your place. You want to exercise like you are the person in control, like you are the man and they are not the man. So all of these people are being used for a purpose. So I don't know, this message that you know, Mean Deal read to the public on Art of Dialogue. It's I don't know, man. You could take it any way you want to take it because how you got to look at it is like this. We know there's things behind the scene, and we know that are these behaviors normal in that type of in the music industry? I believe so. Do we think it's only Diddy's the only monster? Do we think it's only Epstein is the only monster? Do we think it's only Harvey Weinberg's the only monster? There's a lot of monsters there in Hollywood and entertainment. So when we look at it, you know, it just like with the Epstein case now. Because this all it's all everything is all connected, because all wickedness. Just like an Epstein case now. I never seen the file, but I heard that through some good resources, because you do have some people that come on their platform and have good recommend, information that you say, okay, they did their work. You know what I mean? And man, I don't know, man. It's rough, man. Hollywood, not say it's rough, but Hollywood, when you get in that circle, man, you see things and you know things. But the things that get me now, everyone is coming out the woodwork. If it's not true, the reckoning, the documentary, the reckoning, or through social media or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Everyone is saying something. And everyone is coming out now after the fact. After the fact, everyone is coming out now to, oh, P Diddy did this, or he assaulted me, he grabbed me, this. But my question is this, and I'm being fair. Why it took people almost over 30 years? I understand, people are traumatized, female get, traumatized and things like that. I understand that, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not cruel or cold, not, considerate. I have empathy and sympathy for people. Feel I do, but what I'm saying is, if someone did something to me so bad, and I'm thinking about it every day, I'm going through my life, it's trauma, and blah 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 blah. I'm going to take 25 years. I'm not. It's going to take time, but it's going to take you 25 to 30 years, and you live in hell, and you know where the trauma comes from, but you did nothing until people start getting money. Then you want to come out because the only purpose that why you're coming out now is because of the bag. Because you think in your mind the money going to make it better. Of course, it's going to make it better. Of course, the money going to put you in a different life. You're going to have access. Money grants you more things. So, but is it the best for you? So that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But I watched one piece of the. I think I watched one because they said it was in three. I watched one episode, and just to see how things, behind the scene. But I personally, um, I think, like I said before, in former, in previous podcasts, I just believe that I don't know, man. I see the point that, and I see the narrative too. I see everything, but what I'm saying is, it's a documentary. And when did a documentary became such? And to me, it's not a documentary in that way. It's a I don't know if there's such thing as a narrative documentary or whatever it is, or just a narrative to point fingers at a person, say shame on you. We know what you did over the years. Look at this, look at that. That's what I see it seemed to me. Because if it's a documentary, right? If it's a documentary, because this documentary was just straight up negative vibes it put out there. Because everyone knew what PDD was doing, but like I said before, they turned their back. So now the documentary just put everyone on blast. Because now everyone's coming out, yeah, this, that. So why did he say something back then? But I just think the documentary is one. Documentary is supposed to be the whole document. Not, you can't put a whole person documentary like in a movie. You can, but it's going to take probably. So you're trying to sum it up, but now but you're trying to put both narrative out there. The things that you did your research on, you pull up, and it's a fact. Boom. You should have put the same effort and put up the research of the positive vibe as well, because I'm sure over the years, P. Diddy in the music industry, and 50 Cent cannot say that because they were friends at one point. They used to hang out, all of that. So you cannot say everything the man did in the music industry, people didn't benefit and their career advanced from that. From him, Bad Boys, Mace, all of these people, they wouldn't have this lifestyle if it wasn't for Bad Boys. You could say all you want. See, that's what I'm trying to project. That we cannot just overlook what P Diddy did in the music industry. Because to me, yeah, you could say anything. Well, yeah, it's about his music credential. He was a genius. It's just not about his personal life. Well, he accomplished a lot in the music industry and gave people a lot of opportunity and made people very wealthy till this day that they could live a comfortable life, having podcasts, talking about this man, this and that. But if it wasn't for P. Diddy, a lot of these people that you see in the music industry, they wouldn't be here. Because it's like P. Diddy created his own bad boy record. It's like gave everyone, as they say in our community, a opportunity, someone to look at them and say, oh, man, because those entertainers that he had could easily bring someone in because they all knew each other. Faith Evans, Biggie, Tupac, they're all in this, what I mean? Nothing changed, people. Nothing changed just because, in the white Hollywood or the black Hollywood, there's a different, environment where the white Caucasian people in Hollywood, they do their deeds more down on the down low, secretive, blah, blah, move very cautiously, they move, but we just get too wild, especially when you're in hip hop. When you're in hip hop, you succumb to a lot of because you're getting pulled from every direction, and every person has this they the best. But it's hard to stay positive in the rap industry, in the music industry, because when everyone is doing negativity around you. And the only way you have to stay grounded and use your talent that you have and don't half step, don't take no favors. Oh, I do this, you promise me. No, no. Whatever is in the contract, if I don't like and those artists that go that route, you don't really hear about. You say, whatever happened to them? So, you don't hear their music no more. They get boycotted because they are not promoting the propaganda. They're not into that. They're not into it. So those are the actors or the hip hop artists, or they get pushed in the back. Their music get pushed in the back. No one want to speak to them because what? Because they know that their character, their morals, they won't compromise it for money. Don't you notice all the positive singers that come out and speak about their music is positive? It's not about twerking. It's not about who's doing this, who's look like Dave. This video, his music, that was all just horrible about death and cutting up people. There was nothing positive. So when things happen in their life and play out what they projected in the video, you cannot be surprised. You cannot be surprised because these people, that's the vibes, that's the character. Why? Because they sacrifice their morals and character. It's not, that's what you sacrifice, people. When people say, oh, they sacrifice, you compromise your morals and you for what? For money. So when you see these people bowing down to different things, you say, wait a minute, why? Because they really compromise. It's just like, and I'm very concerned for this young man as well. And I should have a picture. Kai Sinet. Am I saying it right? You know, during the award, he made it public that he had some mental issues. In his head. So that means he's hearing someone, you see what I'm saying, people? Someone is behind these people to tell them what to do. Okay, hear this now. In the Rob Reiner and the Nick Reiner, it's known now in public world, well, on the news that he's a schizophrenic, right? But he was diagnosed probably way back, years or whatever, in the past. So, according to TMZ, they was trying out a new drug. There was balancing it out. It was balancing out the new prescription, and that take time to balance out. So they're saying the drugs that's supposed to make him function normally didn't work. It made him more violent and more out there, where his mind was just out there, and he murdered his parents. People, they're talking about the stabbing people. If I'm correct, they said over 100 times. So I'm going somewhere with this. So we summon everything up in one big pot. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the Sunday like. So we putting everything in one big pot. You having Kai Sinet, and remember, the entertainment. He's one of the best streamer that's on all of these people. He's talking about he's struggling from mental illness. He had voices, blah, blah, blah. He's struggling with someone talking to him in his head. Same thing with Nick Reiner, struggling with someone telling him to fight in his head. Boom. Mental illness. I don't think he will ever be on trial because he's not. He's a mental case. And hear this now. Hear the crazy and sick part of it. The same money, his parents' money, is paying for his law because his parents had him on his will. It's crazy how this enemy will sell you a dream up the stream without a paddle. He's gonna send you not down the stream, up the stream without a paddle. How is that? How can you go up the stream with people? It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because you're going against every natural. You're going against everything. Everything, like they say, everything is against you. So to sum it up now, to sum everything up, at the end of the day, when you look at it now in the world, there's two major factors when it comes down to what's going on in the world today. You have love of money and mental illness, people. That's what, if you hear what I'm saying. If you look what's going on in the world today, is money problem and mental illness. One is mental and one is physical. Wow. And the only way you're going to beat the mental, you have to beat it in the spiritual realm, because it's a spiritual attack, because it's a mental in your head. Nobody else but you. But somebody else is telling you. So that means who? Who is in your head? And hear this now. Here is the devastating part of it. They open doors. They open doors. And when you open the door, people say, nothing. Something is coming through that door. Because you opened it, you gave it permission. You have to welcome. See, that's the issue. No one can force you to do anything. Even though people actually force you physically to do something, but mentally you could reject it. You're not taking, but they're gonna come a time when people gonna, they're gonna force you. Let me tell you, what you see, one of the biggest issues they're having right now, where AI is probably gonna come in. And I believe that is where the Neuralink going to come in, because the Neuralink going to give you a delusion of life. Because some people going to so be mentally gone that they do not want to live in reality. So the AI going to make them live in a delusional world, a deception. Real people. There's a movie out. It's called, but you have 90 minutes to prove if you're innocent, and the judge is an AI. Oh my God. The judge is an AI. You have 90 minutes to prove if you're innocent or not. You know, it's to the point now where AI is controlling other AI. AI is creating other AI. So that means if I'm making something, that means I'm more advanced than you, because I'm making you. Hmm. See where we're going? Do you see where we're going? Thank you for the likes. Do you see where we're going, guys? So all of these things is leading up to what? Control. Control to what? Who want control? Okay, now this is the part where we got to get into it on a spiritual level. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for everyone coming to chat, guys. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Whoops. Welcome to the live, guys. How's everyone doing, man? Where everyone from, man? Where you from, guys? We're gonna continue the live. Where you guys from? Anyone from New York area, out of state? Let me know where you're from, and I'll give you a shout out, guys. I'll give you a shout out, and I'll be right back, guys. We're taking a break. We've been on for 30 minutes. We're gonna take a 2 minutes break, guys. But we want some people to come in, because we want people to engage in the live, guys. Yes, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I'm back. I apologize, guys. I just had to do something. I apologize. Keep your guys on hold. But we are back on the line. We are back on the line, guys. We are back on the line. Took a little 5 minutes break. We are back on the line, guys. So how's everyone doing, man? Welcome to the live. So, guys, today we're talking about Mean Gene. So I'm gonna play that again. Maybe some new people in the live. We're gonna play the voice from we're gonna give the proper shout out and the proper, Art of Dialogue. They had Gene Deal on their podcast. And me and Gene Deal is speaking about a voice or a text he received or email, whatever it is, read it out to the audience, to the public, and we're gonna play it and let people, saying that 50 Cent, some retaliation. 50 Cent gotta be watch his back because you don't know. People, and I mean, because of the documentary, people, a lot of people, I just believe it was one sided. That's my point on it. I mean, I'm not saying that, things, were exposed. Yeah, yeah, we all know that, but I just believe it just one sided. So that's my point, guys. That is my point. I mean, I'm not trying to, just keeping it real, guys. Thank you for the like. So, let me play the audio again so you guys know what I'm talking about. So here we go. Shake your fan. I want to get your take on this. Here we go. Big brother G. Tell Fifth that Ja Rule and his first baby mama started following each other on IG an hour ago. Prepare for the worst. Jay-Z, Ja Rule, Rock Nation, Desiree Perez are out to get him out of the pain. Alert. Yeah. So this is a message, Gene Deal reading to the public, letting Rock Nation, Ja Rule, all these people. Listen, man. What is it? What is it to profit a man to gain all the riches of the world, all the everything, everything? What is the profit? What is the I don't understand. We as the public people, we love the negative vibes so much that that's all we want. If someone says something positive, we reject it real quick. And if someone comes and says something negative, or we would jump on it, eat it up, and even trying to make it into a good. But we have all of these people in in entertainment world, Kai Kutnat, and mental issue. You have Nick Reiner, murder his parents, have mental issues. And I said earlier, there's two things in the world that people right now, the world is suffering from: mental illness and money, the love of money. Those two things is a destruction of human race. Because when people have money, they do all type of, like P. Diddy, have money. 50 Cent have money. So he have the resource. Jake Paul, speaking of Jake Paul, not to take it to him, but what I'm saying, he have money, resource. So when you have resource, it make him to be acknowledged. People acknowledge him for what Jake Paul did. Why? Because of his money. He's a YouTuber, he's a boxer, yeah, 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 yeah. But look, because his money put him in a different classification than me and you. Status. His money gave him status. Money gave him opportunity that me and you would probably most likely would never see and never get because we're not in that status or that, money wise. So those are the two things that I see a lot of people. Oh, hear this now. You have Nick Reiner and Rob Reiner, not Robert, Rob Reiner, right? very wealthy people, because this man left behind $200 million. That's a lot of money. And look, money. So he in his family, see, people don't understand, in his family there was a lot of issue and a lot of things that they didn't check and let it be. And think this man won the record. Rob Reiner, oh, we had the best doctors, PhD doctors, everybody telling us everything, blah, 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 blah. And the one thing that he said he didn't exercise was his parenting skill. Wow. It's too late now. Because they had a ticking time bomb. I believe it's deeper than that. I believe when you get to that point where he says mental illness, I think there's more to it than that. Something is going on. Why are these people acting this way in this physical realm? What's going on in the spiritual realm, people? That's what, see, and I believe that is where mental illness is coming from. Someone is playing with their mind mentally. Someone is telling these people, some of these people is the voice, who's telling you this thing? Oh, is this voice telling me to do this? Do you think Nick Reiner was in his right mind? The person or the entity or the energy or the vibes was telling him, go do that to your parents. People just don't get up and do things like that. So I believe, you could say whatever you want, due to these people behaviors and what they're displaying, and according to the word of the Most High. See, we got it. See, that is where we got to lean on now. Because hear this now. And I'm going to end it off that with the word of the Most High, because there's nothing else to end it with. When you are outside of the word of God, it could appear that you're doing something good. But the deeper and behind the scene, what is the intention and what is the agenda? So when I look at all of this fiasco, what's going on with 50 Cent, what's going on with Jay-Z, rumors going on, Rock Nation, Jagger Wright, Gene Deal, Desiree Perez, Rock Nation, all of these people. At the end of the day, and I'm going to keep it real, I don't care who get mad. They're not doing it. They're doing it out of malice and money. That's what 50 Cent is doing. He's doing it out of malice, because here it is now why I call it malice. People don't see it. The reason why I'm calling it that, because this man planned it in his heart. That's what he's going to do. And soon as P. Diddy went to jail, that's malice, people. That's malice. So when I look at this, and I look at this from the God's eye of view, if you're not in the eye of God for righteousness and right, and but you outside of God and projecting what you're doing is right, no, you are still in the same cohort as P. Diddy, because outside of God there is no covering. So you could pretend that you're doing something good, but this documentary, it's not about anything good. You're going to get praise now. But what about, I'm telling you guys, this is just the start of what, and you know what? God will use the simplest things, simplest things, guys. That's why I don't worry about it, man. I don't worry about it, people. I don't worry about it. These people, they already made their deals. They already signed their deals. They already signed their contract. They already know. P. Diddy, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, all of these people, they already signed their contract and they know. So when things go down, you cannot be surprised, people, because they already signed the contract. And when things are going south for them, it's because they want to get out the contract. They don't like the contract word no more. Because why? They're getting older now. When they were younger, yes, it was all good in their contract. Because youth is your prime, that's when you're alive. But when you start getting older now, you start realizing all of that stuff don't mean nothing no more. But you forgot that you signed that contract. Prince forgot he signed that contract. Michael Jackson, all of them. Marvin Gaye, all of them forgot because look how they die. People don't understand. The vibes you put out is the vibes you're going to get back. So what vibes are these? What vibes are all of these people putting out? This vibe is not good. The vibes they're putting out, I don't care. 50 Cent, P. Diddy, Jagger Wright, Gene Deal, whoever is involved in this, the Usher, the Ja Rule people, I don't care. Whoever is involved, the vibes going out is not good. And it's time to pay. And when you see these things happen to these people, you can't get upset. You cannot get mad because they already put the vibes out. They know. They know, guys. Hear it again. Here is it played again.
G. Tell Fifth that Ja Rule and his first baby mama started following each other on IG an hour ago. Prepare for the worst. Jay-Z, Ja Rule, Rock Nation, Desiree Perez are out to get him out of the paint. Alert.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about 50 Cent. Oh man. You see, it's all good in the eye of the public. It's good for social media. It's good you're going on all these platforms interviewing. It's all good. It's all good. But hear this now. It's good for the money and the bling bling. It's all good. But I'm sure now he got to get extra security. you see, you see, these people are so beguiled by the vibes they're putting out. The same vibe, the same guy beguile them. They are so beguiled that they start believing their own propaganda. And the same entity the same entity they're serving will turn on them in a minute. Just 2 years or 3 years ago, P. Diddy was out having the best of life, having a big fancy life, and now boom. The same entity that gave him all those things, it's the same God they're all serving. They're all serving the money God. Because that's their God, money. Because everything these people do is for money. So I'm not surprised when retaliation. People start saying, people meeting up, coming together on social media, follow each other, never, what's going on. And I'm sure 50 Cent is taking a note to that and start looking over his shoulder now. He's not in a good spot. He's making a lot of enemies. He's making enemies. All I can say, anything could happen now. I won't be shocked because the same game they're playing, they both serving the same enemy. They're both serving the same master. And the master is telling two different stories. But at the end of the day, the master want both of them to be miserable just like them. So at the end of the day, the master just want both of them. Drag both of them down because that's how he's getting his gratification. He doesn't care. This entity don't care what extent he will go. He will give you riches, millions and billions of dollars, but they one day, just to prove that point, make you and break you and think the enemy over there is your enemy. Is not. He's the enemy. And he's influence behind the whole scene, And people think, man, listen, they're both serving the same master. And at the end of the day, the master they serve don't even care about them because he will betray them at a heartbeat. Let anything start rumble with rumors in the air about 50 Cent about anything negative. You're going to see how fast this entity left them in the cold. Do you see how the entity left P. Diddy in the cold? Left him, no friend, just boom. This man had the best party in the New York area. People come in there. Oh, there's no party like a P. Diddy party, the best party, blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden, all these people that went to the party act like they never went. P. Diddy, who? Do you have anything? You ask Fat Joe, do you have anything to say about it? No, I know much you know. But all used to party and hang out with P. Diddy. Wow. Wow. But all of a sudden, when trouble come, the enemy deserts you. Gone. Leave you hanging. Guys, we have 5 more minutes left on the show. 8 more minutes left. I'm going to be on for an hour. We're going to be off by 7 o'clock. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for that who's coming into the chat, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you for hearing me this morning, this afternoon. Excuse me, this afternoon, guys. But I am telling you, something is in it. Something is in the works. Something is coming, guys. Something is coming. All of these people, all this beef, something, and it's not. And the sad thing about it's not going to end good. It's not going to end good because the same entity that they're serving and think that the entity is their friend, is turning them against each other. And at the end, this entity is getting the gratification of everything. He's just there. Yeah, I got both of them because they do not want to subdue themselves to the truth. And the truth is the true and living God. The God they serve is a money God. The money God going to give them anything their heart desire. Anything. We're going to watch and see how this turn out, guys. I know it's not going to turn out good for these people, man. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Big up yourself, everyone. Thank you for liking the video, sharing it, sharing the lives. Make sure you subscribe, share, subscribe to the platform, guys. We're trying to go up to 2,000 subscribers, man. I don't know how much subscribers we have now. I know we was at 19 something. It go ups and down, but we trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. So if you like the platform, just share, likes, Subscribe, tell a friend that Yard Chat, it's a good podcast, young podcast. If you want to come on, hit me up. YARDCHATpromotion@gmail.com, guys. YARDCHATpromotion@gmail.com. And thank everyone for the support. And I just share my thoughts on the P. Diddy. This everything with the mean Gene Deal audio release talking about Ja Rule, and Father. It's a mess. It's a mess. You guys, you got to rewatch the live to see what I spoke about before. But it's not going to end good for none of these people involved. P. Diddy, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, P. Diddy, work with Jay-Z, Jill, Jagger, right? None of these people. None of these people, because, man, when you look at our community, it's disgusting, man. And it's really bad. It's really bad. Because when you look at it, it's nothing but stealing, destruction, and murder. That's all in the rap. Because that's what it portrayed over the years. You know what I mean? Thanks for joining me, guys. Make sure you press like, share. Until next time, I'm out. All right.